Well, hello. So another day, another few $100. So I went with the Shure plug because it just seemed like the right way to go. This is what is in here, and to my mind, you know, it's just, I don't think is cool. So I just wanted to get this. Sorry, my videoing is terrible. I'm trying to watch what I'm doing through the video screen, I guess. But all right, so this is basically some really thick romex that's coming from the goings on inside the Airstream. This really sort of dodgy plug situation is what is sitting against a wall. I don't know, whatever. So the way they had that is even weird to me, you know, with this weird capping. Anyway, I'm doing this now because just to document some of the things that you find in an Airstream. So I don't think this is stock. It couldn't be. But then again, I've been shocked and surprised by other things that I thought were definitely not stock, and then looked it up, and sure enough, they are. So my ground wire here that's coming from my plug is wired into this grounding screw, which honestly, with the Shure power, what it is, it's just a more, I think, retro kind of cool. At first I was like thinking, holy shit, this thing looks so old-fashioned and whatnot and dated, but after a while I took a liking to it because, you know, let's face it, we're dealing with a vintage trailer, so, you know, even though that seemed like a little bit out of its time zone in terms of, I thought it looked more like 50s, 60s technology, but it's going to look fabulous on the other side of this. And I actually was going to put it in the middle, but then I thought, you know what? I just don't want electrical and water near each other, especially on the exterior. So because there's a placard on the other side of this that's actually riveted to the body, I thought, well, I'm going to do away with this disturbing looking thing here and go with the Shure input, Shure shot, whatever it is, and that's basically how I intend on plugging in. This line right here is literally a hole drilled into the frame. I'm not kidding you, and it comes out in the bumper. Okay, so yeah, not too slick in my opinion. I know that my opinion probably doesn't mean much to a lot of people, but it's got to mean something to a few. And so I think the updated Shure thing is probably the way to go. This grounding here is another interesting aspect of this, because let's say, for instance, you know, the only grounding that this entire piece has to the chassis, if we're grounding to this, right, and my line is grounding, my ground wire is grounding to that, then what's really grounding it to the chassis? Let me take a good look. So that went to that, right? And the only thing grounding this entire trailer to the outside world is that. So I'm just like, that little screw is the entire kit and caboodle here. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna change that.